Hey everyone and welcome back to another video from Crypto Strategy. Now in today's video I'm gonna go through the latest updates on Chainlink. Can it reach $100 in 2022? I'll answer all of those questions and a lot more in today's video covering the fundamental and authentic analysis, so stay tuned and definitely watch the very end. Now if you need to create a busy and you want to see more videos about Chainlink, about the crypto markets and everything else in between, be sure to join the Crypto Strategy family today and subscribe. And if you do like the video, if you love Chainlink, make sure to leave a like, it's very much appreciated. And so that being said, let's jump straight into the video. So as you can see right now, Chainlink's price is currently at, on the day of recording, around sort of 13.83 to be precise. And this project we've been talking about for quite some time here at Crypto Busy. We're big fans of it, and it's a top 100 project. You look at the team and also where they are headed, what they're trying to solve. I'm going to cover that as well in today's video. A lot of good stuff that's happening behind the scenes with Chainlink. And so as I mentioned in the beginning parts of this video, the prices may be a little bit different. The points I'm making this video still stand. So let's go through what Chainlink is trying to solve. Now I'm going to leave this graphic that you can see on here. It's a tweet linked down the description below so you can check out yourselves in much further detail. Chainlink is trying to take all of the data that's out there in the world that is off chain and bring it on chain and verify it, and that's an important aspect for the blockchain itself. For Chainlink, what it's trying to solve, it's solving a real world issue. So taking again all of the data, think of any data that's out there and putting it onto the blockchain. So let's go through again a real world scenario behind us. Now recently the CPI, the Consumer Price Index, has also come out for March, and it was predicted that it's going to be fairly high, and there's been around sort of a 7.9% or answered 8.5%, that sort of area. But again, the Consumer Price Index 7.9% in March, but according to Trueflation it's around sort of 13.3%. And so what they're trying to do in Trueflation itself is built on top of the Chainlink protocol. It's taking again more data that's out there, more consumer information, and putting it into, again, taking into a true inflation situation. So what they're saying is, with the CPI, is it as accurate as it is supposed to be, because only taking into account a certain sector of the economy when it comes to the fuel prices, and then also housing prices as well, not taking into account other aspects of the economy. And so you get this deficit between the CPI and also Trueflation, which again is built on top of Chainlink, which is really cool to see, because a real world use case for a cryptocurrency, and that is again an issue with most of the cryptocurrencies that are out there at the moment, is their real world use case, such as the likes of XRP or VeChain, which they also have real world use cases. Chainlink does have that, and that builds a sense of security for the cryptocurrency itself for further adoption, and that is an important thing when it comes to the price in the future, because if you have that further adoption, if they announce more partnerships, then by default you're going to be seeing more demands, and with that demand will also become an increase in price. So as you can see highlighted here, true inflation runs on Chainlink and therefore is accessible and visible to everyone, and then currently measuring the 13.2 or 13.3% inflation rate as opposed to the 7.9%. Now there may be other cases later on this year where you may measure a little bit below that, or even above that, which it is right now. And so at the moment we're just trying to actually pinpoint and measure where things are at the moment, and so that's the 13th. So I'll leave this article linked down in the description below again so you can check yourselves in much further detail. Now I'm going to go into the fundamentals here. We're talking about where things are going to be headed, and that also going to go into the technicals. Now as I did mention, prices made a little difference, but the points in terms of the long-term perspective when it comes to training still stands. So price predictions I'm also going to cover in today's video, so stick around for that as well. Successful recovery, what it means for the adoption in training. Now this came out about a week ago on the 3rd of April. This one, Bitcoin was doing fairly well before Bitcoin Conference 2022, and then from that you did also see Chainlink's price. Now I will leave this article again linked down in the description below. Now this may be a little bit different to where it is right now, but again the points in this article was very interesting, and again covered that later on. Now Chainlink price prediction, but I think it's going to be headed for 2022. Can it get to 100? Let's go into the technicals here. So currently again trading at around 14. Let's say if we take into account the extension, if we did see further downturn forward training's price, then we could be seeing it go and touch around sort of a 12.8 in the immediate short term. If we saw again further meltdown in the prices, with Bitcoin's price as well being fairly volatile, we could be seeing the recess of around sort of $8, 7.50, that sort of region there as well. But that would be major area of support, and I think by the time we see this sort of prices for chaining, the demand for that from institutions and by people across the world would be quite interesting, and I think a lot compared to where it is right now. But again, things can change fairly quickly. It is on paper in a bearish setup in the immediate short term if we do see things flip, and this is also again entirely depends on Bitcoin's price, because training does follow very closely to what Bitcoin does. Then we could be seeing a retest of high levels, and so you can see these trading lines right now. In the red is the 200 EMA, and then also in the blue is the 100, and then in the orange is also the 20 EMA. So in the immediate short term, if we did see things flip around, so the 17 to 20 would be the immediate areas to test in the immediate short term. If we see a successful test of that, and that's resistance turns into support, then another retest of around the 26 again in the immediate short term. But things can change very quickly, and maybe some fundamental news may come out to training another partnership, maybe a company looking into utilizing Chainlink's technology, and that would also push prices up in my opinion going forward. That is also something to take into account. I think in immediate short term we could be seeing on the retest of those lower levels of support because of the amount of again fear in the market that's in the moment, then also Bitcoin's price. But this is the immediate short term. This is currently April of 2022. We still have quite a few months left of this year going into later in part of this year. I do think we could be seeing sort of a new all-time high being formed now. Currently the all-time high for training is around 50.52, something like that. Different exchanges will quote different prices, but again I think the agreed all-time high is around 50. Can it go double that? Can it double in 2022? I think it is possible. Again, currently ranked at 23, a market cap right now of $6.4 billion. And if we have a look at where Bitcoin could be going if Bitcoin were to reach $100,000 by the end of this year, which is I'd say probable but not as likely as we think it is right now. And again, this is currently April, so things can change very quickly. But if we take into account the information that we have in front of us right now, it is fairly unlikely, but it is possible. So again, it's sort of cautious of optimism to have when it comes to these sort of levels to think about. I wouldn't start calling Chainlink to go to 100 by the end of next week. I wouldn't say that as of yet. If we see things recover quite well and we see some great performance in the markets, then yes, we could be seeing $100. But right now I think a retest of this all-time high is certainly possible for this year, and that I think is the most likely scenario for 2022. But do comment down below your thoughts and opinions, whether you agree or disagree with me. If you want to trade a training itself, you can use 5-bit, and that you can use our link down the description below. You can get to $4,100 as a bonus and 3% discount on fees. We also have the Crypto Busy, the Bitcoin calls, which we talk about training and give the fundamental and also technical analysis behind that as well every single month. So make sure to check that out as well. So that's it for me in today's video. Do comment down below your thoughts and opinions. 100 by then this year, again I don't think it's going to be the case, but again things can change very quickly. If you think that is the case, if you think 100 is possible, comment down below whether you agree on that one there. But again, all feedback is very much welcome. Do comment down below, leave a like on this video if you're new and you want to see more videos about Chainlink, about the crypto markets. Be sure to subscribe to Crypto Busy today. So that's it for me today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.